Alright guys, I'm awake, I'm alive, here we go. Let's bring up my dashboard and we're good to go. So we're at 17 points currently, and we're looking at herbs and right sparks at 17. The Merzain won priority, and yeah, just building their rosters right now. So getting double tapped, somehow woken up with hay fever. It's going to be great. Alright, that's all better. I was trying to get my music going in the background, but it is really not cooperating today. Which is a pain in the butt. So we're at 17, so you're not with a herb squad for Travis, you would normally want to see at least Lockjaw, Panther, Shurikoye, and then like Medusa. But sadly that brings me at 16, so I'll be interested to see if he comes in a point down, which is normally not a great idea, but luckily Medusa is good enough to be able to lift the additional weight of being a threat down. It is tough though. Pure Asgard on this side, on Merzain's side. So, I mean, he's going to be probably Thor, Angela, Valkyrie, and Loki, or something like that. So it's interesting. Should be good. Merzain prepared this combination, I think. Yeah, so did Travis. Yeah. Travis figured it was either going to be right sparks or gamma, depending if he got priority or not. And he was always going to go herbs or cubes. One priority is on Merzain. So it should be interesting because, I mean, the right sparks, the extremes consoles are great and all, but, I mean, if you can cap that herb, you're good to go, right? It's for a turn. So I want to say if he brings Angela in, that I'm pretty sure she can just cap it anyway because she's just that fast. But it depends if Travis gives her someone to attack or not. We're at 17, roster doctor. And thank you for the follows, boys. Now, while they are just choosing their lists, I thought I would say, oh, that's right, they did say they're going to auto activate at the same time. So, that's probably what we're waiting on. Tough call for Travis. Why is this not cooperating? It's like 2 streams in a row where there's been something that just doesn't want to cooperate. So Twitch is cooperating today, obviously. But the music app in the background, no bueno. Should be interesting though. I mean, you got a couple of like that size 4 truck right there. Obviously, could be a problem for Travis, the one that's sitting on his home extremist console. I do like how he has flipped the map sideways compared to how Morgan and Pat played. Try and spread the haulers onto home bases instead of leave them in the middle. And it does kind of leave him semi-protected. I thought maybe he would flip it 180 degrees out to get size 2 on his vessel. But it's probably better this way because this way he's largely protected from anyone coming across from that home objective from Merzain. Morning, Darren. Jordan, how are you, mate? On Facebook. This should be a good game. Should be, it's funny, this should be completely different to Morgan and Pat. Morgan and Pat, both extremely technical players, both really thinking out every turn, probably weeks in advance. Travis and Merzain, I feel like they had a little bit of a pre-game decision set up, as in, you know, hey, I'm probably going to try and go for Extremis, and I'm probably going to try and do this. But I do like that Travis has gone with the Wakandan herbs, which is just the ultimate go away. Well, I want to call it something else, but I'm going to keep it semi PG. To any of the Asgard hide muscle plays. And then traditionally, D shapes are not the best for Wakanda, but they are very control heavy. You might see Merzain go for 2-2 threats, but if he goes for 2-2 threats, I feel like it'll be a small disadvantage because Travis doesn't need to do that for his roster. Yeah, that's a tough call. So Travis's roster from memory, he has an extremely strong 16, but his 17 is semi-weak for herbs, unless he brings in his extremely strong 16, which is very good at herbs. But he would be a character down, like a point down. He was talking about this to me earlier in the week, and he was unsure whether he would go for to be a mad genius and go a point down, or whether, you know, what he'd do. Because at 17, his Medusa has to become MODOK, which is less good on a D shape. But I mean, if you're trying to defend your home vessel and you've managed to cap everything, oh, yep, point down. Nice. So, Merzain coming in without Angela, which I actually think might possibly be a mistake, because I'm pretty sure she can just cap the vessel on her second turn. Anyway, she's that fast. But Thor, Enchantress, Okoye, Valkyrie, Shuri, really strong, really top tier characters. Climbing gear, Medpack, Rainbow Bridge, Odin's Blessing, Brace for Impact. Pretty stock standard, really strong stuff. Travis coming in, if my math is correct, at 16. So Panther, Medusa is 8, Koye 10, 2 3-pointers, 16 threat. But does have double teleport, which should enable his cube play. And we're looking at last minute save, or you've got Wakanda Forever, Brace for Impact, Medpack. This should be really interesting. Bit spicy here. I like it. Tell me, chat, do you think that Travis is a semi-madman for being a threat down? Taking Medusa over MODOK here. Situationally, though, if it was anything that wasn't herbs, you probably would look at MODOK, but it should be good. Surprised by the brace? Yes, because, I mean, Medusa has the throw and Lockjaw has the throw, but typically Travis's roster is semi-throw light, but he did play Brotherhood last week, so... But I think Travis has been heard on many a podcast saying that he never plays Brotherhood unless it's like 18, 19, 20 kind of thing. So, you probably could have left brace at home here, but it might come in handy. Medusa does have a throw. Lockjaw has a throw. If I was... No, Thor probably can't hurt Black Panther unless he gets some good throw train going on, a couple big wilds. Shuri can bully Thor. Lockjaw can set up the home base artillery with teleporting a few of the boys up to just sit back and wait. Merzain basically has to brawl because Travis is going to be able to cap that herb second turn, And then if he even gets a single point of capping, I mean, that's catastrophic for Merzain because essentially you have to cap all 4 of the extremists to even contest with it. So it's should be interesting. Medusa is an absolute beast when it comes to smashing into Asgard because it's not chip damage coming from her. That is it's burst damage. Should be good. So Valkyrie coming up. You would want to time that Valkyrie activation after Panther. I don't think she can stop Panther from doing it, even if she throws Panther back. I believe if Travis does it correctly, Medusa can still fix all of that. It should be good. Again, I would be semi-concerned going into a herb game without a... If I knew my opponent could cap the herb, and I knew that for me personally, the herb cap might be difficult, I would be semi-concerned. Get Medusa in there tight. She'd actually come across a bit more if he wants her to. Yeah, I think Angela is a bit of a drop there, personally. But I mean, that's the thing about Asgard, right? 17, if you're running solo Asgard, you got to realize that 15, 16, 17, you're basically 4 wide. So bringing in Enchantress is solid. Don't think she can do her shenanigans on the herb carrier, but should be interesting. He is going to be trying to slow Black Panther down. You can see that. He's got a throw sitting there. He's got an advance. Like, he's got a few things sitting there ready to go. So he's going to attempt to stop it, which I think he actually has a good chance of slowing it down, possibly stopping it for a turn. But, yeah, not sure. I mean, can she steal the herb? Like, if she can't hold... Can she hold an opponent's herb? Move 1 asset or civilian token the opposing character is holding to this character. I have no idea on the interaction on that. Like, but what's the deal? You can steal your opponent's herb and then you can cap your opponent's herb in your own base? That seems ridiculous. Like, that seems like that would go against... I feel like that goes against how this is supposed to work. Wow. That's his I don't even know if Travis would have thought of that, because to me, I would not even bother thinking about that. Should be interesting. Oh, you can't cap, but you can steal it. Copy. Okay. Thor coming up. See if we can do both. Says the will be good. Do like both lists. Enchantress, solid. Thor. I actually think Thor is a massive tax on Asgard nowadays compared to what the rest of the faction brings. But he's still rock solid. Valkyrie, always good. Koye, she's in both rosters. She's just that good. And Shuri. So it's funny seeing Shuri and Okoye pop up. So, I mean, even if Travis drops this, Wakanda still wins, right? There's more Wakandans on the board than Asgardians. Should be good. Here comes the Panther run. If Travis does any weird stuff, just remember that I think me and him are on about 300 ping. I think Artie's hosting the game, which is in the Netherlands. So I think they think somehow the Netherlands will give us a closer and a better connection for Australia versus the States. Basically, it's a bad connection either way because Netherlands is essentially just as far away as the States for Australia, but definitely Merzain will have a better connection. So at least somebody gets a good one. Getting set up for Panther. Starting his run. I would assume that you're going to see a Valkyrie throw here. And that may be enough. Possibly be enough. Maybe enough. Not sure. If he throws him directly towards his home base, might be enough to slow it down. You are 100%. You're 100% correct, Ross the Doctor. That's what we were saying, but here we are. So, and Travis, his internet's not as good as mine, so still has good internet, still got fiber, but he's like sadly his area got given the shoddy version of fiber, which is getting upgraded now. Yeah, he's running on like a 3 or 4 or 5 second delay, whereas I'm only running on like a 1 second delay. So it's not too bad for me. As you can see. Luckily, I don't have to interact with anything. Right, so assuming here comes the throw. Boom, boom. I feel like AMG has really missed the ball. Missed, like, they just, like, sometimes you see characters that just, like, missed the mark. I feel like Enchantress shouldn't be able to steal the herb because it just goes against how the mission should be played out, but it looks like Travis is all over it. When I say Travis got the shoddy fiber, I mean, like, it's shoddy. Well, ta-ta, there goes Panther. That kills that plan. Good old Lockjaw, proving that he is an exceptionally strong character. Even with a Valkyrie throw, still not out of range. I think that's probably why Travis deployed exactly in line with it. See, that's why I don't know about that Negolda, because nobody plays Black Widow Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. down here, because she's trash. Right, Panther looking to escape currently. We do have a Medusa activation starting off next turn potentially. I mean, I would personally start with Lockjaw and just yeet him. Yeah, sorry, that's out. So looks like has to be a double move from Enchantress. Yeah, I agree, Chris. I have had games where I've stolen multiple hammers or multiple whatever. It's just there's just some characters where she would still be meta slash S tier if she could steal one, right? Just pay 3 power, take an objective, right? Certain there's still multiple extracts where that's unbelievable. But the fact that it's just pay 3 power, steal one, and then keep going, it's crazy. Sorry, I'm just coming in and out of mute while I sneeze slash sniffle. This game's not on the clock, but technically Travis and I do have to be at work in 3 hours, so I am interested to see how this pans out. Personally, I don't care. I couldn't care less. I'll go into work late. Boom, out. I'm assuming she's going to advance again. She's going to go again and probably look to do a bow to the Wheel of Modoc or whatever she calls it. If you are Merzain, do you think he practiced for that to happen? Because it is always interesting seeing people that have practiced the match. But it's a big difference between practicing like your opponent's list, like your opponent sitting there and you're playing through what you think is his optimal moves, and then when he rocks up and just does something, crazy, right? No advanced R&D roster, so that's it. No steal. No bueno, no nothing. I mean, he can always start next turn with the steal, but it'll be only a single advance. He'll only get to move, steal, move. Setting up for next turn. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, just bring him back. Sadly, I mean, I would have preferred to see him bring him back out of Lockjaw's range too. That's just me, because I think leaving him within 2 of Lockjaw is going to enable Lockjaw to do some shenanigans. But should be interesting. Neither of them has advanced R&D. I know, it's crazy. Especially Merzain, because isn't he on R&D? I'm not sure. Personally, I don't listen to many podcasts. I listen to a couple and that's it. He can break them up, but I don't think you can break up all of it. I'm still concerned for Merzain here. Merzain's going to be capping 3 VPs this turn, though. So, Travis putting a lot into this herb play. Radio's the worst. I agree, Jordan. It's terrible. So, Travis, it's the one thing he said, if he could revisit his top 8 roster or top 16 roster, he would bring in advanced R&D. Solely for Medusa plays. I think he said he left it at home and it's actually semi-limiting his Medusa. But yeah. I personally would double move that Medusa straight in there and get her ready to start days and characters to enable Panther to start to attempt to run. Should be good. I don't know who's... I mean, you want to get rid of that Valkyrie. She's just irritating. She can do good burst damage, but Enchantress is just that good. I would be absolutely smashed into her. We got any Aussies up at 4 AM? Any madmans like me? Coming out on top of the map. Koye coming up, getting prepped. You know, just on the Pat and Morgan game, I want to say that the one thing that impressed me about that game was that Pat never gave up priority. And usually in a 5 versus 5 game, like it swaps at some point. The priority player usually can't help it. Accidentally dazes someone or whatever, just never gave it up. That was the bit that really impressed me the most. Now Panther's not in range 1. I'm assuming that if she can get a good... I mean, even with the Enchantress beam attack next round, she is going to have the power to do the steal, but it's hard to tell. I think Panther's just out. I want to say Panther's out, judging from this distance, which means she's going to be missing a whole movement. So, should be interesting. I personally would love to see next season as blind rosters. That would be fantastic. I actually thoroughly dislike the 1 week of sitting there staring at your opponent's roster. Yeah, triple crit, I'll do it. Would you rather waste all your luck turn 1 and turn 2 or have it come in 3 and 4 like Pat? Right, round 2. 3 VPs to 0. Nope, should get 1 because Shuri's sitting on top up there. Right. Was Panther not our 1? No, he's not. Should show it on top. I'm just going to do these boys a favour because this is really irritating not having this up. Done. Makes life so much easier having the top down going. Yeah, Jordan, I agree, man. Like it's just crazy. Like you come in, you practice, and yeah. So you should see a double beam here. Just double beam, advance. Well, I don't know actually. It's just in that awkward stage. It's 0 damage. It's a good start. Second part of the beam. 0 damage. Well, you get the power. Enchantress getting another power. This is the awkward spot, right? He can advance or steal. If he does the second beam like he's doing right now, well, 1 damage. Let's try us rolling 4. Yeah, it's too many. That's better. He doesn't get to do a run, right? Just not going to get to. Which makes me semi-concerned for his life. Because Wakanda do have a lot of burst damage. Block. Nice. Lockjaw coming in. Three versus 3. Potentially should see 1 more here. There it is. Wow. 0 damage. But power, nonetheless, does get to do an advance and a single steal. Which, this is where I was... Doesn't get to do any type of... You can do an advance, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's the advance. Now you can steal. And now you're stuck next to Panther. You know what I mean? Or, you know, it is less than ideal. Yes, he has the herb, but... yeah, I would be afraid of Panther, right? Yes, it's 5 versus 5 in defense. She has no rerolls. Panther gets a single reroll, so I think that means he generally will get probably 2 damage through, which means the second attack will have Mantle online, or a Pounce. Yeah, it's no bueno. I think if he pushes him into this cargo container, she'll have to just ride out the storm. You also have a Lockjaw Medusa teleport coming in, who can then start doing stuff. So, ugh. Me personally, if I know Travis, he's probably going to back his Panther to just straight one rounder. Because that's just the kind of player he is. He does have Brace, so, you know, the Pounce will be moot. But if you could draw out Brace now, you'd be pretty happy. If you were going to do a Medusa activation, I would probably do a Lockjaw first and teleport. You could do a Lockjaw activation, which sounds like a bit of a lame activation, but you could teleport Panther to this side of Medusa of Enchantress, so she's trapped, and you could teleport Medusa into like point blank, and then just smile at her as you send her to the graveyard. But here comes Medusa with her beautiful teleport, and she's probably just going to double tap her. She can throw one of them away. And you just activate whichever one doesn't, but not required here. It's going to come in and do it anyway. I want to say she's within range 2 here as well. So possibly no cover. If she gets cover here, it could be... That could really throw out the odds. But without the cover, don't know. The worst part is that if Medusa gets enough power, she's going to do the throw. And... yeah. That will possibly draw out the Brace, which is then a sad Enchantress, because then you got the Panther Pounce coming her way, because he will get 1 damage through. Medusa, proving why she is a god tier character. Here we go. See the dice off. Travis has to wait for his dice to load. He says he has to wait for sometimes 5 seconds to wait for his dice to load, is what he was saying in the pre-game lobby. There's the Wild, with a reroll coming in. Currently 2 going through. Ouch. 3 going through. I'm assuming that he will probably pay the power to dump her dice down to 2. Ooh. So, he has to get her in this activation, because you've got the Rainbow Bridge sitting up there. Didn't pay 2? Huh. Triple skull. Looks like he's paying to throw her, which I actually don't mind that. Does kind of get her further away for the Rainbow Bridge, but let's see if the brace comes out or not. That's the push, actually. If I was him, I would absolutely push her. Oh, you didn't do any damage on the second one. I'd be pushing her, like, into a spot. Trying to limit that Rainbow Bridge. Medusa paying 2. So we're down 2 defense. Oh, double crit. And there's the wild, which is what you want to see. Still one can go through here. Yeah, we've got a reroll coming in. And a Wakanda reroll. So potentially 2 more might come through. Yep, I would probably Wakanda reroll that. There it is. Wakanda fishing for dice. Because you know you're going to get enough power, right, to pay the 2 again. Oh, sorry, Medusa. Sorry, Enchantress. This is where I love Enchantress. She's a super powerful character. If you come up against a power battery like this, it is no bueno. Wasn't that 2 blocks into 4 hits? One of my judges, please. If I'm reading that correctly. Pretty sure. Odin's. Really? No, Odin's isn't played. You would never play Odin's on this side. Wow. I don't like that. Not one bit. If I am a versing an Asgardian that pops Odin on a healthy side, I am loving life. Because I would rather save a KO, an injured character, than save a KO'd character. Sorry, yeah, I would rather save a character from being KO'd than a character from being dazed. I mean, and isn't Rainbow Bridge 3 power? Yeah. So he stopped his Rainbow Bridge. Wouldn't you just... I feel like that was suboptimal. Probably, possibly, very good chance of being dazed, but I mean, here's the Wakanda Forever. Panther coming in. It is 5 versus 5 here, so this is very, 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 very dicey. Oh, actually, Shuri's in range, so... Shuri is in range of Enchantress, right? See if he pays it. You would check Enchantress, right? There you go. Wakanda Forever, proving why it is the best tactic card in the game. Poor Enchantress just getting pinballed around. 1 block. Two. 1 goes through so far. And that's all it goes through for Shuri. Do you roll in a skull? You do not. Big gamble here for Travis, because if he doesn't get this single damage through, then Panther then she will have enough power to have Rainbow Bridge and get out of there. Not that she can get very far. Not that she can get even anywhere far enough to get away from Panther, but... One block, 2 hits. Big roll in, no. 1 goes through. Oh! Big old dice off. Panther gets the additional power. Does get to push her. Don't think so. Is it before damage dealt with Panther? It's been a long time since I've played him. Oh, 4 damage is dealt. See you later. You know, it's kind of cool that we are seeing what I would say are the top 3 4-pointers in the game, all in the same game. Chantress coming in for Merzain, Panther and Medusa coming in for Travis. Yeah, where do you put that herb? Wouldn't you put the herb, like, within a long move? Within a long move ish of Panther. It's interesting. Neither of them has brought in field dressing, but I do agree with Morgan that I think that the med pack / brace is probably the 2 you want to go nowadays. Right, Merzain. Merzain is a top level player. Let's see how he responds. Do you just nuke the other board side with Thor? It's Koye's Wakanda forever. Koye's block. The real winner in this attack is Okoye. Slip one through. Jeez. Right. The two, probably apart from Rainbow Bridge, those are the 2 best tactics cards that each player has, so I don't know. Picking it up on Enchantress. Ooh, dangerous. Really dangerous. Extra attack dice there would not be going astray, right? 6 dice with a flurry. So you'd want to respond with Valkyrie here, but Valkyrie has none of her usual dice shenanigans she can do here, so yeah. It's a little bit limiting in what she can actually do against this Medusa. Do you take a Scorched Earth approach and just burn into the ground Panther and Medusa's home, where their vessel is? You got to throw that Lockjaw away for starters, right? You do not want that Lockjaw to get a power. Any throw that you can do into that Medusa is not as good as throwing Lockjaw away, because otherwise Medusa is in the wind. Let's get some predictions, chat. Who do you think is looking pretty good right now? I still think Merzain is actually in the hot seat here. And hot seat being a good thing in Australia, right? Farmer informed me that hot seat is a bad thing in the States. I still think he's in the hot seat here because even though Enchantress got unced with like, I don't know, 6 attacks in 1 round, you know, he can still stick to the game plan, steal the herb next turn, and, you know, go through the motions. So we're going to throw that Lockjaw. We're going to attack that Lockjaw. Don't like that. Lockjaw getting... I would just take the damage here, personally. I would just... If this is in a Lockjaw, I'd be like, thank you for giving me the power to teleport. Yeah, exactly, utility. Like, that's like, this is a big setback for Merzain, but I still think that the game plan is strong and that he should stick to it. 3 into 1. He does have a double reroll, or a single reroll, I should say. Yeah, so takes 2. So Lockjaw will live. I'm less happy with that. I don't think that was ideal because, right, you do the damage, but any damage that you put into him will set up the teleport. And if you throw Medusa in that direction, she will teleport further away. You are teleporting her into Shuri though, so you might be able to like pinball her around your formation. Just gotta be careful of this Panther here. If he cuts it too tight, he'll hit Panther. That should be fine. I will say though, Travis does need to actually start addressing the Merzain's cap of the Extremist consoles. He does need to address that, which you can do with the Shuri push here. But it does need to happen because if not, and he fails to get this herb home, then he's in big trouble. In a lot of trouble. He's putting a lot into capturing this herb. Nice throw. Does Lockjaw go for a bite into into Valkyrie as a parting gift? Yeah, exactly, Chris. If it gets out of hand, if you take too long to cap the herb, because I think with Enchantress now being on her injured side as of next round, and I can't remember if she has 5 or 6 health. Merzain's plan definitely, I don't see it going the distance. We just need to see how far in front he can get with the Extremist consoles before Travis starts to cap this herb. Like, I think the herb will be capped. It is nice seeing both players hold off on just smashing out their tactics cards. Trying to keep them semi reserved for later games when you can make big plays with big power. See Travis's little hand there, just doing a quick stock take. What do I have available to me? I'm just nervous for Merzain here because if, let's say Enchantress steals it. Yeah, see, I would have potentially thrown Medusa. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is here. You want to get that Enchantress to set up to get an advance, just have enough power to advance and steal and run away. So that she can get the full movement, get a good single movement out of it. But I don't know. Tell me, does the herb restrictions apply to Enchantress when she steals the opponent's one? So just a single move only? I assume yes. Depending which one of these 4 characters has a better impact on this game, might dictate which one I put on YouTube next for, who they're strong against, who they're weak against, how to set him up to wipe him out. Okay, that makes more sense, utility. Rainbow Bridge is such an unbelievable card. He sadly has Lockjaw on the other side of the board, which can Rainbow Bridge every round. So potentially could be in trouble in that Travis can just respond with a his own version of it. I mean, but where's he run to? Do you run to Thor? Like, where does Enchantress run to? Just a corner of the board? Who is this? 5 dice attack. Panther. Okay. No worries, Panther. Did not see that happening. Does power up Valkyrie, which, you know, you'd be happy about. But, again, Medusa doesn't really care about it. It is good seeing that he's at least addressing the Extremist console. I probably would move Panther to cap that within 2 of Lockjaw. And also I would heal Medusa if she's within 2 of the Extremist console. Oh. We're going to see another Lockjaw all you've got? We're not. I'm just joking. It's not happening. What is this Panther doing? You just cap the Extremist console, right? 3 point. Shuri can't push him away from it. You just sit in tight there on the other side of the cargo container. And then that way he's capping 2. Merzain's capping 2. He's going to keep that points parity so he doesn't fall behind while he's still trying to secure this herb. Full Metal, thank you for the follow, mate. It's out of range, isn't it? It is out of range. It's interesting, Wreath. So it's Herbs and Extremist consoles. Sorry, too bad to yawn. It's Herbs and Extremists. Travis definitely winning the damage race currently, you know. He's definitely just throwing out random attacks that seem to be hitting quite hard. He's got to be careful though, because Enchantress can steal his herb and is setting up for a runaway next turn. Even though Enchantress's day is currently next turn, you will see Enchantress probably going to advance Medusa towards herself, steal, run Rainbow Bridge is what we're probably looking at. So Merzain basically is just throwing everything into stopping Travis from capping that herb. I want to say, yeah, this is a Koye into a Koye. Ooh, might get 2 through here. Travis the Koye does have a double reroll available. You probably would go for the Wakanda reroll, yes. Triple block. Koye proving why she is broken as a 2-pointer. Asgard and Extremist console coming into play there, healing that Koye to full. Really nice play. A lot of people forget about the Extremist consoles. Alright. Yeah, neither do I, Wreath. Apparently, Agent Widow has been doing it for a while. She can steal the herb. You can't cap, she can't cap Travis's herb, but she can steal it, which makes her even more broken. Thor does have a for Asgard available onto Medusa, so you would be semi-concerned about that. Plus, there is a size 4 truck. Travis does have brace, though. I don't even know what that card is. Utility. Lockjaw activation. Here we go. 4 power. Teleport. If I'm Lockjaw, I probably teleport with her. Hawkeye and Widow. Okay. No wonder I haven't seen it. You normally don't see them together. I'd probably teleport Lockjaw with her. Yeah, nice. Because, and I would sit in such a place that I could stop the advance and steal, right? Yeah, it is a shit card. No, that's not the spot, Travis. That is not the spot. That being said, I mean, if she does take it, Lockjaw is in a set up position to enable Medusa to chase. I have to ask him about that at the end. He could have stopped the whole thing there. I think if he placed his Lockjaw like here, like in this area just here, maybe, but I think she can still, you know, advance onto that hauler. Oh no, you can't climb with advance. So yeah, if you place your Lockjaw here, you just stop the combo entirely. Shame. Missed opportunity there. I'll have to hit him up about that. This is Shuri. 2 versus 1. Do have the Medusa dice fishing going on. And he does have Shuri in range, so he will get 3 goes at this. Nope, Lockjaw. Yeah, he's going nowhere. This actually could go in Travis's favour if he tries to push Lockjaw like into this spot. Maybe might be some shenanigans. Nah, just push him aside. That's it. No. Yeah, that's better. That's as far as it can go. Maybe a smidge further. That's it. Yeah, I think he had a slight missed opportunity there. I think he could have really done something, you know, to make this more difficult for Merzain. This one's into Medusa, I'm assuming. 2 blocks. Yep, locked it, but she does get a skull, so gets a bit of power. What time do you go to work, Reeve? If you hit the M button, like M for Mike, you can do that. What are we looking at here? Koye. You definitely do not want to power up Thor. Would you consider just throwing that Okoye in there to heal and then walk away? Ah, mad. That's unlucky, mate. Yeah, I think if this Okoye activation, I would have actually preferred to see Okoye just walk in, heal off the extremist, and then walk back to the vessel ready to receive her King T'Challa or Medusa, Queen, whatever she wants. No worries, Nibby. Yeah, I mean, the throw is nice, but it would have been nicer just right to just bang bang in and out, get your heel back on the point. So Travis still has his Shuri activation to go. Do you burn the world and start looking to whoa. Is that Thor? Radio. No wild, but she's gonna take 3. Yeah. Oh, she healed 1. She healed 1. Good old extremist coming in. If I was Travis, I'd be annoyed that you're gonna lose your Okoye, but also happy that Thor is putting his attacks into her. Because Thor did have a move for Asgard sitting on Medusa there. Does the damage. Question is, do you slow the game down? Do you deny points or get more points for yourself as Travis? Do you walk forward, push that Shuri off the point? Or do you just hold your own point? Because if you just slow the game down with absolute faith that you're going to get your herb, and even if you cap the herb once, it is catastrophic for Merzain. So I mean, Thor has the herb. Do you think? Yeah, actually, that's true. Thor does have the herb, so he couldn't do a for Asgard play there. He basically just had to sit there and attack. This is where I think Angela would be nice, right? Even just unaffiliated, like a leaderless Asgard, bringing Angela instead of Thor. You get the herb, and then you just every turn long move. You know, you're on your own herb at the end of the second turn while you're doing your own shenanigans here to stop Travis from capping it. So I might actually take some notes and actually ask him about that, because Thor's leadership is nice, but like it's nothing over the top. Got my little notepad going on. Yeah, no, I agree. Utility with his current list, yeah, he just wants to just smash. Yeah, just Hulk smash 7 dice. But I just think there's a little bit of a missed. Like if he'd brought in Angela, he could have done both, and it wouldn't have changed much in the squad. So we are going into the next turn. We are now looking at the setup. Importantly, Medusa does not have flight, so she can't go up there. I think that hits both, yeah. This is why if I was Travis, I would have preferred to advance up, heal, walk up, heal, walk back. I also would be leaving that Okoye activation till the very end of this round as bait for Merzain to kill her and flip priority. See what I mean? You place Lockjaw right here. This whole thing can't happen. Even if you place her wedged against Medusa right here, possibly it still can't happen. And neither can the Shuri push as well. Would you advance first to see if you can get a triple beam? There's the Rainbow Bridge, measuring it all out. Currently at 4 power. So with a beam, she just needs to hit 2 and she can do both. Again, I don't think that's safety. Because of Lockjaw double teleporting him and Medusa to, you know, roughly here, I think that's still in range. At which point, even if, I mean, you could even set it up so that Lockjaw is like protecting Medusa from the Shuri push, and you can set it up to just unload on her. So all right, beam attack coming in. See how good it is. His last beam attack did 0 from 4, so he's due for a big roll. Yeah. I always forget, what's the new wording on how your base is placed versus, you know, movement templates and etc, etc? Isn't it once you move the base, whatever templates are down have to stay there? You can't bring in additional templates? Not for this situation, I'm just talking in general. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, 2 crits and a wild on the attack roll. It's being weird. Oh no, you didn't roll it. 1 versus 1 block, so that's a miss. You at least think Merzain could get some wilds, you know. Oh, 1 again versus 2 blocks. Yeah, that's it, Reith. So I get frustrated. TTS is very difficult to do it all, but yeah, like, and it's very hard to enforce it once somebody starts changing stuff around. Maybe Llama can bring something in that just says once you pick up that base, templates are locked. So move, Rainbow Bridge, see you later. Nice. Where does he go? Do you go straight back? It does bring you into Shuri rerolls, which you'd be pretty happy about. Solid. How does he respond? Personally, this is literally the first time I've seen somebody steal my own herb. So I know for a fact Travis is going through the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see how he can adapt on the fly, because I never knew you could steal it. Personally, no idea. I don't even think you should be able to steal it. I think that's ludicrous. But here we are. Chantress stocks going up. Just means she's relevant on every single extract in the game, right? Is there any extracts she can't steal? What are we looking at here? Thor just such a tax on Asgard. This is Koye into Thor. The Thanos killer. 3 hits. Oh, this is into, this is bodyguarded, by the way. Is it? No. Yes, this was a bodyguard. Maybe Thor's just riding the train here, I think. Boom. Oh no, he's squeezed. No, yeah, he's squeezed, tapped out, I think. She did do her double heal before. Travis probably just waiting for his dice to load. And there's the flurry as well, and the pierce. So if he had happened to get a block. Koye. Oh my god. Yeah, you just yeet that away. Is it worth it to abandon Enchantress and just go for Extremist? Merzain is down 1. Puppy guarding the herb. Good idea. Yeah, I think it's probably could be a good idea. I mean, Travis does have the control pieces on the board to do it. I just want to be interested to see just how much he commits to this herb. It's very easy to, even top players, you know, you can get tunnel vision when they got their idea. Like, this is my plan. Yeah, pretty good old Koya activation there. Pretty decent. Okay, is this a Koya into a Koya again? Yep, 3 blocks. 4 blocks. Koye gains a power from the spear throw. Setting up for a future bodyguard. Ooh. Even with the reroll, that is a successful block. Merzain's attack dice, except for on Thor, have largely been not good. Be interested to see how his Valkyrie goes when she arrives. I mean, his damage dealers are dealing damage. His other characters just are doing nothing for damage-wise. Like, they're not chipping, they're not anything. So, that's interesting. Right. You would teleport there, wedge yourself so Shuri can't do anything about it. Yeah, Lockjaw should be on 6 power. Judge. Let me just message him. Lockjaw's missing a power. 2 to 6, right? Lockjaw gets... Sorry, no, he gets an additional 3. I thought he was on 3. My bad. Does Lockjaw go with Medusa here? These are only size 2, so Valkyrie very much can move, throw. I was messaging Artie, but yeah, same, but different. They're both in there. I don't know which judge is which. They didn't give me a brief on which one's the main judge, which one's the off judge, which is confusing. Don't you just have a judge, and then if you need additional judges, you just bring them in as required? I don't think that... It might be interesting to see. You can't pre-measure... Oh, no. Travis has wedged himself in there very nicely. Let's have a look. I like that you can't pre-measure the old Shuri push. You used to be able to do that, and it was just so irritating. Slowed the games down so much. Yep. 3 into 2. So 1 damage goes through into... Let's have a look. Whoa, that was the Sonic Crush. Very nice. Very nice, but you did give Travis the power to pay to plummet down Enchantress's defense. I think you do Medusa here. I think this is, you just rip it off. You don't let Valkyrie try and respond here. Very nice. Sit within 1, cap the point, take the... go for points parity. Do a lot of people message the table judge, Darren? I mean, you've done it before. I personally have messaged the table judge 4 times ever. That was number 4. A few people in here today. It's good. Didn't expect to see this many people up early. Good to see some Aussies representing as well. It is obscenely early for a Monday morning, which does set you up for absolute failure for the rest of the week, where you're just continually chasing the sleep. Fair enough. Fair enough, Darren. So he's only got the Valkyrie activation left, and Travis still has Shuri and Panther. So, like, you just hold the Panther activation till the end, guaranteed cap that bottom extremist. Shuri caps the bottom one there, and he's tied up that one. So, he will claw back in. I think means Merzain goes to 6, Travis goes to 5. Oh, you got the gentleman's hours over there in Germany, and... You know, you raise a great question, Smart Drive. I'm asking myself the same thing. Just go for the attack. Does get the 5 dice though with the teleport. I like the teleport though. Whoa. That's a big attack roll. Into a single block. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wakanda reroll. Is that a one shot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shuri reroll. Thank God. Nope. Is that a one shot? Wow. Speechless. I'm gonna be real with you. Straight up speechless. That's huge. That stops Merzain now from capping or stealing that herb. So, do you move Panther to just grab it and then, you know, guide him on his way to his home to victory? Wow. Just a flurry now into Shuri. 2 finger guns. How are you, brother? What is going on? Just pushes the damage through onto Shuri as well. Setting up for that next round. Travis. That's why we call him Triple E, baby. Big plays. Big plays that nobody else would back. Pushes that Shuri and takes control of that Extremis. That is a big turn. Panther will grab that herb. Thor is dazed. Which means that if Travis brings enough resources with him, he potentially can remove Thor in the next 2 turns. And Odin's is gone because we played Odin's on the healthy side, which I'm not happy about. I haven't had much Asgard experience. I have played against him a lot, and I know that Morgan has played Asgard a lot. And he always said to me when I was playing my games with him that Odin's is basically only for the injured side unless it is a super niche weird situation. And I'm unsure if, you know what I mean? Like, we got Odin's out and Chantress still got dazed that round, whereas Odin's right there would have been extremely helpful and stopped this from happening. So we got Dragon Fang coming in onto Panther. Can we see some weird dice shenanigans switch onto Merzain? That would be really good for him. Yeah, 4 versus 3 blocks from Panther. Panther doing Panther things. Rolling the crit. We do get a flurry. 4 blocks from Panther. Panther doing Panther things. Takes 0. Ooh, big attack on the strike. Ooh, 5. Ooh, 2 will go through. Does get a single reroll. 3 going through currently. Reroll coming in. Odds are in his favour. There it is. So triple block takes 2 on Panther. I am concerned for him there, because Panther may give her a love tap on the way through. That's the flurry. Ooh, 2. I would rate Panther in blocking that. Yeah, he has. So does Panther heal off of this Extremis? I think so. Would you shake the bleed, heal off the Extremis, grab the herb? Oh, and a throw. Very nice. That's not bad. Because now... Who does he want to be the herb carrier? That was a big hit in the Panther. The stun on Angela is more annoying than it looks. Stops her from doing her teleport shenanigans with huge amounts of power, so... Looks like he's going for it. What is going on here? Valkyrie dazed, okay, sure. And he'll shake that, and does he heal? Why did he take 2 power off? Why did he just take 3? Oh, med pack. Cool. Ooh. Rightio. Still got the Shuri activation to go. You probably just leave her there, right? While he's doing this and they're sorting out points. She can go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Just curious, chat. Has Medusa or Lockjaw done a single move action yet? What are we starting with here? Is this Valkyrie? I think so. Dumping her power into a big, big, big attack. Ooh. That's large. 7. This would probably be Warrior of Legend and what's the name together? Dragon Fang. Yep, 1-shot Panther, not bad. That's good. That's a good swing for him. He needed that. It is a powered up Panther though. Priority wise, he still maintains priority. So at least you'd be happy about that. I mean, you're not going to be able to do it again next round, but you'd be happy about that. Personally, if I'm Enchantress, if I'm Medusa here, I am going to unce that Shuri, get her out of the game, onto her Day's side. I'll teleport, pick up the herb, and then just walk back onto that. And probably heal myself as well. I don't know though. And then your Lockjaw could also then start your teleportation shenanigans. So you don't even need to do your move. Right, into Shuri, here we go. Would you teleport first and pick up the herbs so you get an extra dice? You do that. You should do that first, right? 2 versus 1. Gets a double reroll. Still gets Wakanda as well. Should have picked up that herb first. Yeah, you should have really picked up that herb first. Well, there's the flurry. You'll be upset to see that if you're Merzain. No, Shuri. I just took one from before. You reckon pick it up on Lockjaw? Ooh, not a good extra roll in. She does get 2 rerolls though, so you may as well have a go at it. I think that Thor needs to come into play very soon for Merzain. I do think Thor needs to come away from that extremist and start to potentially respond to the threat in the middle of the map. Because otherwise, Merzain is going to lose out on his whole flank here. It's also setting up that Shuri for a Lockjaw bite. Is this the throw? I think it is. Zane was hovering over his brace for impact. Oh man, it's early. So early. What are we going for here? Be careful. You need to deal with this Shuri right now because she does have the power for Sonic Crush. She needs to cease to exist. 6/6 as well. That's huge for Travis. For VPs. What's that? A throw? Or was it a push? Yeah, go again. Still, I think if you're planning on doing this, wouldn't you pick up the herb first? So double reroll. You're fishing for a wild. Well, that'll do it as well. That's her dazed. So that's very quickly limiting how much Merzain can respond here. You would heal yourself on the extremist. For the love of God. Heals Lockjaw. Very nice. Well, Lockjaw possibly is within 2 of the extremists, which means he can be healed by Medusa. Yeah, looks like we're going for Lockjaw. What a good boy. I would probably pass here personally. I would consider it. Tough call. Do you A, walk your Shuri across and try to push a Valkyrie off that point to keep Merzain's points as low as possible, and try to see if Lockjaw can teleport and walk onto that Extremis console? That would be kind of cool. Travis is playing 1 point down. Yes, James Gregory. What are we doing here? This would be Okoye into... I'd be going into Thor, personally. He's already powered up. Two hits. Reroll. You'd probably go for the Wakanda reroll as well. So I'm assuming that's a pass from Merzain, which is, I think, probably a good play. So one goes through. She gains the power. I do think Merzain has to deal with this Okoye. She is just being a little thorn in his side right now. Whoa. Crit hit. Not too bad. Okay, now it's starting to get worse. Does his rerolls first. Has an additional reroll for Wakanda. The old Wakanda fishing, dice fishing. There it is, 4. So currently Okoye being dazed, unless she gets a good reroll here. That's less than ideal. Brutal. An absolutely brutal turn from Travis. Do you pass again as Merzain? I think you do pass again here. I personally would be attempting to push this Valkyrie away. She's going to only have 2 power next round, so if you can get a good push on Valkyrie here, 1, you deny a victory point, and 2, she has to use her power on a charge instead of a Warrior of Legend next round. Yeah. No, you still cap the point. Still good. Okay, Thor. What's he do? What are you doing, big dog? Charge. Oh, can't pick up the thing in between though, so won't have it for the second attack. Can't have 2 templates down as well. Here we go. There is a lot riding on Thor's shoulders currently. Hey, Mr. Seeker? Thank you very much. And follow as well, legend. Okay, we're going to push away. You just push her into the wall, right, and just get a free damage. She does block 2, and he's only done 2. So Okoye proving to still be the winner of these semi-finals. Does she get pushed outside of 2, though? I don't think so. It's hard to tell with that range. Pick up that. Nice. Go again. 7 dice strike this time. 3. Okoye can very much get out of that. Yep, she's in martial artist range. Oh, no, that wasn't actually the roll. They were rolling, but not rolling. 5, 6. So even if she successfully blocks that, she is dead. Sorry, just joined. Is that because he had a herb playing with those characters? Absolutely. Medusa over Modok to utilize the teleport shenanigans. So he's gone a point down to play for the herb. I'd be pretty happy with that, Okoye. She's done her job. So 4 activations versus 4 activations. Travis going last, so he can try and time his run onto this herb. I don't know if he can do it in such a way where he's not going to get hit by Thor. I don't know if I'd pick up the herb there, to be honest, on that Thor. I don't think that's a good. I don't know. You do limit yourself with only a single move, so if Travis does plan out his moves, he can just avoid Thor entirely. This is getting crazy. $5:51 a.m. Oh, it's going to be a rough day. Rough. What do we think, chat? We've got next turn coming in. Everything on Merzain's side is now on their injured side. Just Panther for Travis. And basically unscathed. There's a few damage sitting on his side, but not too much. I agree, Jared. I would telly and move, and I would do it to near Shuri. I mean, can he do it? If he can get just a single cap on this is insane. I don't think he can do it this turn. No way, right? No way. Maybe. Range 3 is pretty big. Man. Big plays. Just one cap on that, and I think that is catastrophic. Because then he's already playing for the other 3 Extremis consoles, so currently he's going to accelerate a little bit. Oh no, there should be 2-2 in Extremis. Yeah. Oh, James Gregory with the follow, thank you. I don't know, Reef. Last minute save a Panther is nice, but does it win you the game? No. Sadly, Panther might have to just ride it out. I don't think a first activation into Panther is what Merzain will do. It doesn't help him to get in front. It does remove Wakanda rerolls. Man. And if you line that up straight, he might even be able to get further, right? I don't think he can make it. That's crazy. And if he goes for it and falls short, that's less than ideal. Personally, I'd be just measuring out what a medium and a range 2 from Thor looks like, and I'd sit outside of it and laugh. Personally, that's what I'd be doing. So if you sit outside of this and hold your activation until the end, there's nothing Thor can do about it. And this is why I'm not sure if picking up that herb was the play, because being limited to a single move is less than ideal. Picks up the herb. Oh, just thinking about it. If you're going to go for it, you go straight at it, right? You just shortest distance. Yeah, climbing gear is a threat. Yeah, that is right. That will help. I mean, if Thor goes for a climbing gear charge for Asgard. Ooh, spicy. But, I mean, your day's Lockjaw, and then Shuri could pick it up. Medusa could pick it up. Still 2 turns. He's going to get 2 goes at it. So as long as he just gets that herb close enough, he possibly will get it once. So knowing that climbing gear's there, do you just go for it? I'd just go for it. Just yeet him in there. If he goes down, he goes down. Try and get the herb into a good spot for future shenanigans. Why is he not measuring straight there? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you measure straight line towards it? He teleport himself twice? No. Thank God. That'd be ridiculous. Wouldn't you just go straight? You either have to go straight or you have to go like the most non-committal one there is. I think he has forgotten about climbing gear, which is easy to forget this late in the game. Climbing gear is one of those cards that doesn't get played down under either. So I do like it. I don't mind it though, because even if Lockjaw goes down here, he can still start making his run with Shuri. And because they're on their healthy side, he will get an additional turn at it afterwards as well. It's crazy. It's gonna be wild. Nice. See if we can get a heal as well. I think he's within 1. Is he within 1? He's probably within 1. And if you can have your Lockjaw starting at full health, that is ideal. Does put him on the path to victory. So let's look at this Thor. Climbing gear to here. Yeah, he can get him with a double tap. I mean, the herb can only be placed anywhere here though. And then if he does do that, Lockjaw can activate. He does flip priority token. Oh. Priority should be on Merzain's side. We've still got this fight down the bottom. Panther and Valkyrie, as well as Medusa and Shuri. It's getting wild. Really irritates me that my music will not play in the background here. Yeah, that's true. If he does open with Thor, then he can open with Panther. Which at least guarantees him... Well, not guarantees him, but gives him very good odds on holding that point. So many options. What's Shuri's Sonic Crush cost? 4. So she has that ×2 available to her over the next 2 turns. So if Shuri does a move Sonic Crush, and then she has one the turn after, I mean that's pretty good odds of her getting rid of Medusa there. At least putting Stagger onto her, which would be strong. If that's climbing gear he's looking at, I do not like it. So he wants to protect Valkyrie. I mean, like, Merzain still has to win the Extremis as well as stop this play, so he's got a lot to do. Well, that is concerning for Panther, though. You would be concerned for your Panther's life. He does get 4 activations of Vibranium Shielding, though. I don't know about that. I really do not know about that. You just hold that Lockjaw till the last activation and then send him in for 4 points. Right. She's attempting to build the power. She needs to do a Dragon Fang Warrior of Legend, which is not going to happen with that roll. Risky, risky, risky. Yep, safe. Well, actually, we've got Shuri rerolls as well. So, you'd roll your crit in and do your Panther reroll. Might be able to spike. Merzain mods first. Yeah, I would pay both. You're trying to get 1 more power to get your Dragon Fang online. There's the hit. Travis does get a reroll. Not sure what just happened there. He's got 2 blocks. My bad. I actually just didn't see the shield. My bad. Whoa. 6 dice. Big old Panther block of 4 versus 4. 5 blocks. That is one sad Valkyrie. I probably would have Warrior of Legend on the first one to try and burst enough damage through to get a big attack off on the second one. That's usually how I play my Valkyrie. I try to just, okay, I've got 2 power. I need to get a bigger attack on the second one. But if I Warrior of Legend now, I should be able to go big enough to, burst it through, especially when Panther can't add blank success. You would be happy about that if you were Travis. Exceptional block rolls coming out of T-Force. What do you go with here, though? No climbing gear available anymore. So we do a move, do a push. He'll get Shuri pushed. I would have sat right there, personally. Right there. Shuri can still push him out of there, though. I mean, ugh. Shuri. Panther paying for Mantle. No, paying for Pounce. Brace for Impact still not coming out. Rightio. Probably would have used Brace there, to be honest. You got a big Panther Mantle attack coming your way afterwards. I would have definitely used Brace. I mean, Panther's got 3 rerolls available to him. Wakanda reroll. I mean, he's got it, right? Oh, he's got a Shuri reroll available to him. So, currently got a double reroll coming from Shuri into Valkyrie. Maybe enough. Hopefully it's enough. Merzain is due for a good roll. Should see a single block here. Oh, man. Man. It's like the Morgan versus Pac game. That turn 3, turn 4 just swings in one direction. Having Valkyrie removed definitely makes your plans for future turns, because there will be a turn 6, very awkward. Nice. Yeah, move up. Push him off. Cap it. Oh, I get it. You're not able to get Shuri pushed if you land there. Beautiful. Panther getting pushed. Ooh, there's a skull there. Free power. Oh, where were those Panther blocks before? Yeah, I just took the damage. Right. Travis still has all you've got. Brace for impact and last minute save. So last minute save obviously less relevant for Lockjaw, but he does still have all you've got available, which potentially could be good for some Medusa shenanigans. Moving into the last turn, you can try and remove some bodies. Still got Medpack, Brace for Impact. So sadly, Travis not really giving Merzain an opportunity here to play Medpack. I think all of his attacks have done it in one. Nice. Yeah. Range 4. I mean, this is going to be a very tanky Lockjaw. 3 defense, double reroll, Wakanda reroll, Inhuman reroll, Shuri reroll. If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to zoom in on top of the map. We know Panther and Shuri down the bottom. Just going to get us a little bit closer. Nice. Nice play. Send one downtown. I like it. Problem is he now gives up that Extremist console because Thor needs to do some damage into Lockjaw. 2 versus... Oh, double skull. That's what you want to see. I mean, he is sitting on an Extremist console, so there is that. You can just heal that back up. Travis activating healing. Here comes the Thor play. Ooh, this is where that climbing gear would have been clutch, right? Have to ask me about that. Oh, that's a big shock. Not going to be enough to one-shot him though. Travis waiting for his dice to load in. 4 damage with a shot coming through. Travis will get the 4 VPs home. Does have multiple rerolls available to him here. Inhuman reroll. Wakanda reroll. And we got Shuri reroll as well. Who does he start with? I'd probably go the Shuri reroll first, personally. Nice. Dice fishing. There's another block. And I probably still would go the Wakanda one. You're going to get the power back from the damage anyway. No, I'm just going to take it. Take the power. You'd heal one off the Extremist straight away. Ooh. Yeah, I would like to see that as well, Wraith. But, I mean, currently he's going to cap the he's definitely going to cap that herb. So there's no out of action. Thor is activated. Needs to put an activated tick on that. Thank you. So that's 4 VPs going to Travis. Old Lockjaw, bringing it home. You might even get to have an attack here. Watch him. He'll pay for the power, get an extra attack dice. I mean, what's his throw? Within 2. Throw medium. Yeah. Putting the bite down. So he gets an extra attack dice. He's going to attempt to have a go at Okoye with 6 dice because of the herb. Oh, man. 3 so far. He does get 2 rerolls on it. 1 for Inhuman, 1 for Wakanda. Probably just keeping his power up. Double block. Nice. So Okoye will take 1. But that is a 4 VP swing. Travis will get 2. He will get 2. So Merzain goes to 10. Travis will go to 14. I would absolutely throw that Okoye. Oh yeah, you can throw terrain. Yeah, throw something into it. Draw the brace out. Why not? That's a good one. If you can get rid of that, you potentially can stop yourself. I don't think you can stop yourself from being thrown into some terrain. Looks like they've ruled that in. That's a lot of rolls. That's not a roll because he clicked the thing right before it happened. That's not the roll. Brace for impact. He was thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. You got to get that brace out. I actually think he should have played the brace on his Valkyrie, to be honest. That should have been the point of playing it. So Lockjaw caps it. He's probably going to die. Probably going to get dazed next round. You hold your Shuri activation till the end. Walk up. Attempt to grab the point. Grab the herb again. Either way, you're 4 in front. I actually do not think that Merzain can catch him. I don't actually think it's possible for him to catch him here. It's the end of the round. So Travis will go to 14. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Merzain will go to 10. Yeah. Travis talking about the climbing gear, charge, double tap. That's the exact things I want to be doing to talk about that. They could be discussing a GG. Merzain to 10, Travis to 14, which means that if nothing else changes, his Medusa and Shuri win him this game, this turn. Even if he can deal with, even when he will deal with the Lockjaw. Thor is going to smash that Lockjaw into dust. Shuri vs Panther. It's dangerous territory from Merzain here. Panther's going to absolutely pound that Shuri. Long move, pounce, mantle, attack is probably what you're going to see from Panther. And yeah. So Shuri's potentially going down. Do they play this out? Excuse me. I don't think that this... I think the game is over. Pretty sure anyway. Took him 5 turns to get there, but he eventually got that herb. Just Lockjaw enables a lot. Definitely enables the herb plays for, I mean, turn 2 onwards. Yeah. What are we doing? Your boy Vaughn has to go to work. What are we doing? I feel like it's GG. Travis just sent me a text message and said, do you want to come over and help me lift something heavy? So his mind's already off the game. Game over. Thought so. Alright, I'm going to pop over. They've been talking about it for a while. So, good game to both of them.
All bad, so I'm just going to go into it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think the most disappointing one for me was when she was here and I had the Shuri roll and the 5 dice. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
All I've got to do is survive 2 more hits from Medusa. And she can't get power on the first one. You're like, bam. I'm like, oh
hey
no.
Guys, it's
That was harsh. Hey, Von, how you going, mate?
Yeah, very good. First of all, you need to torch those dice, Merzain. They are terrible. I don't even know if your Medusa managed to get a damage through on her beam. They were not good. Sorry,
we talked about Enchantress
Enchantress.
She rolled 31 dice and rolled no higher than 2 hits on anything. She rolled 1 crit and no wilds.
Yeah, we were talking about that. They were not good. Your damage dealer, your Thor and your Valkyrie were doing what they were supposed to be doing, but the rest of your party just gave up.
Valkyrie had that one really good Dragon Fang, right?
Yeah, what a Dragon Fang. One-shotting a Black Panther, that's something to be happy about.
Unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. So just a couple of quick questions. I'll start with you, Travis. You actually had an opportunity to stop some of the shenanigans early on. You know, when I'll just take off stream view and change colors. It's a bit easier. You actually had an opportunity green will do. When you were fighting in this area, you actually had an opportunity to teleport your Lockjaw into a position to stop the Enchantress advance. Did you think about it, or were you still reeling from the fact that Enchantress can hold your herb?
I was reeling, definitely reeling. I tried to place him so that she couldn't walk up, steal it, walk away, and then... walk up and steal it and then get away from me. I didn't think to block the advance, to be honest. I just totally misplayed that. I thought I had him close to where I wanted him, but I probably just needed to... I think he got Shuri pushed as well, so he was right into the...
Yeah, he was right in, yeah.
Right into the holler. So I was like, if I can just place Lockjaw so that he can't get within range 1 of me, then I'll be laughing. And then turns out he just moves my shit around, so...
Yeah, that's it. You block the threat that you think is the worst, but yeah, the actual threat was the advance into steel, because then he doesn't have to... He maintains his use of movement into Rainbow Bridge to run away. So that was awesome. That actually had me, even as a commentator in the commentator booth there, Merzain, when chat told me, oh, Enchantress just steals the herb, I was like, no, that's not how this game works. That's not how this works.
I think I made a comment on stage when Okoye went all in on Thor, and I went, and she doesn't break the game, and she just leaves your herb there.
Yeah.
That's nice.
All my practice, I discussed Enchantress, and I'm like, that's all I got to do. Enchantress gets it, 100%. And then we turn it into a game. The one thing I did practice, which I'm sure you were wanting, was the 15 Gamma.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he did.
Oh yeah,
that was the real sweat.
That was my best case.
quick question for Merzain. Did you consider dropping Thor for Angela? So you maintain the tactics cards, but then you get your own herb carrier. So you could use your Enchantress to slow Travis down while your Angela grabs it and progressively moves across the table to cap your own one. Did you consider that at all?
So I put Thor on this side because the way I typically like to play herbs is to not even go for the herbs.
Like everybody else,
Uh,
yep.
use him as a goalie. He's
That's
a
right.
really good goalie,
He is.
especially when he gets the herb. I was really hoping I would get Prio somewhere. So there's the most notable time I fished for Prio, or not really priority, but like to be able to get Lockjaw over here, was when I came over here to try to kill your Black Panther. If I killed your Black Panther,
I would have had to activate.
yeah, so I could do.
Yep.
Then I could throw Lockjaw, and he could be a successful goalie and keep the game going, at least another turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is all you need to do is just stop him from capping at once, right, at any time. But did you consider at all thinking about just bringing in your own herb carrier of Angela at all?
No. Well, like I said, when I was at the beginning of the game when I was making my team, I put Angela in over Enchantress.
Ah.
But I was like, this doesn't seem right.
No,
I thought
Enchantress
about
is the right call.
And I put Enchantress in so I can steal it. The big thing in this list is with I knew he'd probably take Medusa and Lockjaw, so he can do it much faster, and Medusa can stop me like super easy.
It would be. I'd be interested to see actually how quick Angela can do it with the movement plus Rainbow Bridge.
I measured it out on Friday, so Angela can walk up and grab the herb, then she can move, do an angelic, whatever that thing is that gives her the advance, Rainbow Bridge, and cap. She can cap on turn 2 her own.
So here's the thing. Without having priority, everyone on your team but Okoye, who was over here and couldn't do anything, could push her off. Like
she
was.
That's why I said put up there.
There was little chance I'd ever actually get the
finish
cap,
on the herb. Yeah,
having priority. When I was thinking of Angela, it was just to kill people.
Yeah,
just to move really fast, kill people.
Did you and then just with the Thor goalkeeper, when you used your climbing gear to bring your Shuri in, I thought Travis would be definitely breathing a sigh of relief not seeing Thor do the climbing gear into Thor Asgard. Had that play gone through your head at all, or?
Yeah, we actually talked about that right after. I wasn't sure if he would make it. And I did, like I said, I fished for a similar result with killing Black Panther because I thought, it's the odds weren't terrible.
No, they were good.
I do 1 damage on the strike. I have 5 Shuri rerolls. Do 1 damage on the strike. I get Dragon Fang, hopefully a flurry. So I should get 3 attacks with 5 rerolls.
It's pretty good odds.
Yeah.
That's very good odds. I think Thor would be very close.
Yeah. A little bit closer than I thought. Yeah, he would have probably gotten it.
Wouldn't you just have still lost though if even if Valkyrie one-shot Panther, and Shuri was over here, like between the size 2s? Wouldn't that still not change anything?
Well, if Black Panther's dead, I end with...
You have last activation.
Yeah, I have last activation with Thor and can throw him off.
That's true.
I like it.
I could have gone with that, but the big thing is, so I throw him... Say I just throw him... So he gets back. So that probably would have been a little bit better. Oh, that doesn't play something anymore.
It's a lot easier in the cheap seats. I'll tell you that right now. It's a lot easier when I've got 20 or to 30 people in chat with me going, what about this? What about that? It's like a big brainstorming session. But no,
the other big
played
worry
it
was
beautifully,
maybe
man.
killing him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I assumed that if you'd done a Thor Asgard that you probably were going to daze him. But if you just do the throw, that would have been even better. So we didn't even consider that. But well done. Really great run for both of you. Travis, going into the finals against Pat. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, pretty good, I think. I think it'll be a good game regardless. I think it'll just come down to who's probably luckier on dice. I think Pat's probably a better player than me, I would think. But I've got a little bit of flair to keep me going.
Bit of that triple
It
E.
really... Yeah, I spent probably the first 10 minutes of this game deciding whether to go under threat or go at 17 with Modok.
Oh yes, I forgot to ask about that.
Yeah, I'm very glad I went 16 threat.
Really
went under. I
speaks
was
of.
like, I feel like Medusa's going to carry me through the game here.
Well,
So what was your other choice? Like, if you
So I
didn't
just
do the
changed.
16.
So if I dropped Medusa, I went to Modok pretty much. And then Modok becomes
Yeah.
my goalie, and Lockjaw and Panther just try their best to secure the herb. But now in hindsight, they would have had no chance without Medusa.
Yeah, Medusa bringing up the Enchantress to your side of the table. Medusa is the mortal enemy of Enchantress.
absolutely, she gets the power. She could easily generate the power to reduce her dice, and then the flurry, and it's all bad.
Her being able to steal my herb caught me off guard massively, I would say.
I've never seen that before, ever.
Yeah, and then he got me 3-1. I thought, I actually don't think I can recover from this if I don't get rid of Enchantress Quick Smart.
Yeah, I did really like your Wakanda Forever turn 1. Just a very aggressive. You have to get her onto her injured side. Really nice play there, and you got very lucky, I think, in that he never really got the opportunity to play the Rainbow Bridge. You kind of did it all in one round. That actually happened. It was very unlucky for Merzain. It happened multiple times where you never gave him the opportunity to medpack. It was just all in one round.
Yes.
Like he's still got medpack. It's just all in one round. It's just boom.
I saw you do so little Asgard heals as well.
Yeah, I couldn't really take advantage of them.
Yeah, I
You
just went
typically one or two shot people, and it was like, oh, okay,
Yep.
no healing. So
That's-
a lot of my benefit was just non-existent.
Yeah, and that's why I really enjoy characters like Medusa and Mystique in Wakanda, because they get so many attacks, and I can spike them so high. I really love, especially Medusa with double re-rolls on 5 dice, so her strike is just crazy. I mean, you guys saw I'm just there going, this wild's coming. I'm just going to keep rolling until I get
Yeah,
it.
you just keep fishing for it.
Medusa
Yeah.
is a monster.
Yep.
Absolutely a terrible monster.
Hey guys,
I check my bed for Medusas at night.
hey, great game, guys. It's great to watch and help tag in on the streams and everything. But just quick question for you: you had me at least kind of running around checking rules for stalemates. What if you each only have one character left on the opposite side of the board? So I was looking into that, but it looks like there's no passage in the rules for that currently. So I was just curious, as players in the finals, what your thoughts were.
You play
Well, so
another game.
This happened to me against Sploosh, where it was Herbs and Fisk in top 16, and we've both just botched our Herb run. So we ended up just with one Fisk objective each, and both just sitting all our characters on each of our Fisk objective, just looking at each other for like 6 turns. So in the end, I ended up being able to sort of sneak my Medusa in and steal his. But like we were genuinely like concerned, looking it up, going like, what happens? Do we play like infinity turns until one of us is left alive?
Well, Fisk would be different, right? Because it has damage.
Fisk deals damage. So the one with the last, you just go on till there's no characters left. And if it comes down to the stretch, the one without priority will lose because the priority player places the other Fisk one first.
Nasty. Very nasty.
But it only happens when you have exactly the same amount of hit points, right?
Yep.
Very nice.
But yeah, I was generally concerned on the stalemate on this one. I thought, I've got to go to work in like an hour, and I don't think this is going to be resolved at that time.
If there's a stalemate, it's possible. If there's like Okoye here and Okoye here, and there are the only 2 characters left. It happened to me once against. I had Corvus on one point, and he had Star-Lord on the other point. Both were holding 2 hammers, and like it was like a draw situation. There's nothing like it for in the rules. The tournament pack also doesn't have anything about it. And I think the thing that we came up with the accusers was to replay the game. So basically, probably at another time because people don't have that much time left.
But like a great question for the rules forum.
Another 4
There's
wake
no
up.
It's nothing for rules forum, but the rules forum doesn't game doesn't have a tournament structure.
Yeah. So what I posted on the rules forum was, is there anything we're missing here? Is question number one, and question number two is there any additional guidance that can be provided by the designers of the game based on like intentions behind what might be done in terms of scoring out what appears to be a stalemate?
I would have been happy if we just put our Koyes back to back, walk 10 paces, and just start throwing speed.
Stop
Start
blasting.
blasting.
So
To me,
anyway, I started
This is
blasting.
not a. To me, this is not
I
a
caught
rules.
that quote. It was great.
To me, this is
I was
not a
gonna
rules
stop
forum thing, but more like a tournament organizer decides thing.
Well, I mean, that can happen in a
pressure.
casual game too.
Yeah, but casual games doesn't care, right? You just say it's a draw, good game. We had fun.
Well, it
True.
depends on
pressure.
how gung ho you are about winning.
I get, and well, I mean, even like if there's an organized play where a tie is viable, how do you end the round at that point?
What's your
Probably
thoughts on that,
dice roll.
Norbs?
Dice roll, I guess.
I think I saw Norbs, the commissioner, in here.
He is. He's
It's
muted
tournament
though.
organizer. How would you resolve a draw?
In like a live tournament
I
where
think
there's
Norb's
no
left.
time to replay. No, he's muted. Norbert is muted. I
Oh,
think
okay.
if it was like a timed event, right, or in real life, where you have no time to replay, you'd probably do a dice roll.
No, I would just wait until one player's internet connection died, and then that's the loser.
Travis, you're in real danger there, mate.
That's called the path of least resistance.
No,
Do you hook up webcams and have a staring contest?
danger here.
You can use
Upgraded
the
all,
death
mate.
clock, see who fails to press the last second.
Yeah, no, I really don't know how to handle it. It's maybe by characters killed at that point, possibly.
I would
At
say
the time
play
of the
another
tie.
game early in the week.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna jump
I would
out of
say
here,
it'd be
boys.
better to-
Yo, have a good day. Take
Thank you
care.
very much.
Congrats.
Well done,
Congrats.
Oh, I
boys.
see Nagoldar in here. I see Nagoldar in here. Is he coming to?
All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Travis pushing through to the finals. Good. Representing Australia. That's what we want to see. Another fantastic game. Big plays from both of them. As Merzain saw at the end there, he actually could have potentially done that last turn just a little bit better to stop Travis from capping it that turn and then forcing a turn 6, which is what he would want to see. Potentially go for a daze and things like that. Yeah. That's it from me. I have got 25 minutes to get ready for work, so I'm going to dive out of here, quickly get changed, and head off. Thank you very much, and hopefully see you guys for the finals. Take care, guys. Enjoy your Monday.